every Thursday at 5 p.m. for Likkle Byte Ideas, where we discuss how Likkle ideas are transformed into big dreams. Hi, everyone. It is Thursday, May 19th, and we're so delighted to welcome you back to another edition of Likkle Byte Ideas. Last week, we had such an amazing episode where we got to introduce you to our mom as she celebrated her 88th birthday, and she's still reeling in she's basking in all of the love and all of the greetings that she got from you. She sends her thanks to everyone for joining us, and those of you who sent messages online. She's extremely grateful to be alive and happy to receive your warm wishes. So it's going to be a really quick show today. As you know, we are counting down to the virtual YOLO Summit, a summit that's based on youth finance. And we have some amazing guests today. But before we introduce our guests, let me get my co-host, Megan Samuel Fields, on screen so she can say hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a very interesting week. I'm still on a high from last week, Dorit, with our mom's birthday anniversary.
That was amazing. That was such an amazing episode.
But we have some amazing folks on now. So today's going to be a good one, too.
Absolutely. Well, let's get right to it. Again, our youth opportunities, lessons, and outcomes. YOLO. Typically, YOLO stands for you only live once, but we have turned the tables on that saying because we want people to get their money right now. You only live once, so get that money right. And so we are delighted to welcome our co-hosts for the event. If I did not mention, the event will be on June 6th. It is a virtual event, so everyone can join. We're targeting 15 to 35-year-olds, but we're not screening. We're not asking for IDs. So I think we're going to have people who are interested, who may be a little older, who may be a little younger, but it's virtual. We have room for everyone. I'm delighted to welcome our hosts for that event to our virtual studio today. And we have the effervescent Joyanne Tung. If you watch ABS Good Morning Antigua Barbuda, you have seen her in her glory. She is a riot, and I love her. So she is such an amazing choice, and we know that she's going to turn it up for our YOLO Summit. Joyanne, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Fantastic. So we're going to bring on so she's our host, and we have a co-host. When we say young, we want to make sure, we describe youth as 15 to 35. So we go for all ages. Well, I am delighted to bring to welcome to our studio H. Wright. He is of H. Wright Promotions.
Greetings, everyone.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed, man. I'm extremely happy to be here.
Fantastic. We're gonna work you. I don't know if you know what you're getting into. The family grapevine may have told you, but we don't ease up. We work you.
Well, I'm happy, man. I'm ready for the challenge.
Oh,
fantastic.
Nice.
We're happy. We're delighted to welcome you guys. But let's just have a warm up here because we like to talk about money. Money can be such an intimidating topic and a boring topic. I have almost 19-year-old twins. One loves money, the other one doesn't want to be bothered. So for some people, the money talk really gives them angst. They really get bothered by it. And one of our main goals is we want to demystify the whole concept of finance. Because whether you ignore it or whether you embrace it, it affects you. So if we can get you a little warmed up towards your finances and your money, especially we're talking post-pandemic. And this, we've all been through a life-altering experience. So hopefully, if we can get people at least warmed up to finance and talk about money management, our job is half done. But Joanne, let's start with you. What is your money mantra? Well, first of all, do you have a money song that comes to
I
mind?
actually do have a money song. I don't know if you
Okay,
guys
what's your money
are
song?
able to hear it.
Oh, she's gonna play it. Wow.
Chillin', laying in the cut dough, easy, trying to see what up though. Brooklyn, whole
Uh-huh.
cut dough, notorious. Y'all know how the rest go.
Yeah.
Sleeping. So
Oh,
that is Likkle 47.
Okay.
I've gotten to see her in concert. If you ever live in a kind of less populated area in Canada that is still big enough to be a world city, but Vancouver is like a place that a lot of people like to visit. So fortunately for us, then we get people like Likkle 47 and Beyonce and SZA showing up. But for them, it's not ever a full house. So I was able to get last minute tickets to Likkle, last minute tickets to Beyonce. And Likkle 47 is somebody who I first heard about her music on a podcast that I really like. And I just really like her message. It's like, for me, it's like super positive because when we got to see her in Atlanta for Afropunk, she was singing that song, Money. And then she literally like ad-libbed, see it, believe it, achieve it. And I was like,
there you go.
Are you trying to give us some in the middle of Afropunk? Yes, sis. So she's like, trying to uplift us in the middle of, her hip hop set. So
oh wow,
that's what's up.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Get that money right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen,
yeah. So money. See it, believe it, achieve it. So yeah.
I like that.
I love it. But H right. We probably won't even know your money song. So hit it. What is your
my money song? My money song.
I have to Google it afterwards.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to Google it. But my money song is Brick Pan Brick by Skilly Bang.
Oh, I gotta write that down.
We'll definitely add that to our list.
Will do.
Please.
Brick on brick.
Brick pan brick.
Pan.
Brick pan
brick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pan do we play? Okay.
Yeah, man.
And what's the message? Okay. What's the message in that money song?
Basically, it's talking about you, working hard and stacking money. You don't just depend on one stream of income. You go out there, whatever you decide to do, just make sure that you grind and stack your bread, man. So I definitely like it.
I love it.
Oh, I
found the video.
And it's a hip hop song, or is it?
Joanne has the video.
It's a dance song.
Let's hear it, Joanne.
See, Joanne got it.
Is this the song?
Yeah, but it's not as clean, so I don't think you guys should pay it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Copyright. Talking about us?
It's not clean.
Nah.
Okay, guys, let me.
Just a snippet.
I have for you, and this is all warming you up. Do you have a money mantra or a money philosophy or a viewpoint about money and finances? Please share it with us.
Joanne, go first, Joanne.
Okay, so a money mantra. I think for me, it's trying to unlearn a little bit of the shame that we are kind of taught in a bit of a traditional and or religious background, because there is that belief system that if you are thinking about money or you enjoy money or you're interested in money, that you're greedy, and that is, evil and the root of all evil, and money doesn't buy happiness, and really, all that stuff. So I completely respect that, and I understand where that belief system came from. I also kind of question whether it was rooted in oppressive and respectability politics that kind of actually undermine a person's progress and a people's progress, where it's like, yes, you have the Lord and you don't need the earthly things like money, so don't even think about that. That's for somebody else. You see those people over there who have all the money, they're greedy and they're bad. You don't need that. You'll get your riches in heaven. So
I agree with you.
I kind of wonder.
Hold that thought. we talked about this last week.
We did.
I
Yeah.
agree with everything you say. But if you're a woman, it was even worse.
Worse.
Of course.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
But
so-
even now today, though, can we not question that even now today, where the number one way to get a woman to feel ashamed about herself is to call her a gold digger?
Yes.
You know, where
Mhm,
all of a sudden
mhm.
that shuts everybody down because
Exactly.
you're a bad person, you're not interested
man
in
is a
anything
hustler,
good, you're
but a
only out
woman
for
is a
money.
gold
And I'm just
digger.
like, but isn't why do you have a job? You need to eat.
Exactly.
You need to prepare yourself for this life. So for me, my mantra is trying to just unlearn the negativity around money and just accept that it is a tool. It is a tool.
Yes.
Like if we lived in a
It is a
perfect
tool.
society, someone like me I could spin a yarn for the folks and win myself a mansion because I was just so charming and entertaining. But
Right.
we live in a world where we decided that money was our tool to barter goods with. That is all it is. It doesn't have to be loaded. It doesn't have to have connotations of sin, of sex, of anything. You need money, so therefore just have a positive, if anything, have a neutral outlook towards it. So I am trying my best not to, break my mother's heart and be greedy or to follow the root of all evil and obsess about money. But I also know that I need to actually learn about money and be open-minded towards it so that I am not living in some of the really scary, ugly apartments that I have lived in because I didn't have any money to afford anything better.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's
But let me
That's a
go back to
mouthful.
age right. Age right, different generation.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Hopefully your experience wasn't similar to ours. But before we even get on that topic, tell us, what is your philosophy for money? What is your money mantra? How do you motivate yourself? To
How do I
grind
motivate
and make
myself?
that moolah every single day.
I mean, I guess we could do a cute little pretend lifestyles of the rich and famous. Come with me onto the balcony at the Marriott in Curacao, where you can see. Honestly, I've realized
Oh,
that
that's beautiful.
it's not so much the money I care about, but it's more the activities and experiences and life lessons that it can give you. So I agree with my mother and other people that you should not live for
Just
making
for the
money.
money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Got it.
Because then you're
All
going to
right,
be pretty
let's get
lonely when
age
all you
right
have is
in.
money surrounding you. But I do want to have a life where if my friend is getting married, I would like to fly to Vancouver to be there for her wedding.
Right.
So that is my goal. Like if my mom needs help, which she does, she's an older lady who doesn't have anything but a pension. I would like to be able to take care of her. So for me, my goal is, okay, you unfortunately didn't know all this when you were younger, but your goal now is to try your best to invest, learn, and use money as much as you can so that you can be that person who is able to assist others and yourself and enjoy your life. It's not about how much can I acquire and being Scrooge McDuck and swimming into a pile of coins. It is about how can I, make my mother's life more comfortable? How can I make my own life more comfortable? And how can I be more present in people's lives? Because really, we have to remember that the more money you have, you should be able to also buy yourself more time, right? So I had a friend who was really smart where, at that time, she and we were realizing that we had 10 jobs, where you're doing promos, you're babysitting, you're walking dogs, you're doing a bunch of things at once.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever she would see something that's $80, in her head, she'd be like, that was 10 hours of my time.
Yes.
I can't buy that. She's like, does that make me feel okay that I stood on my feet for 10 hours?
Right.
Or is that something
Joanne,
that,
hold that thought. Hold that thought. I want to hear what H. Wright has to say as far as he's a different generation, a little younger. I want to hear his perspective on money. What's your
and his
mantra? How do you motivate yourself every day for the daily grind?
Well, basically, my whole philosophy on money is right. As you said, I'm coming from a whole, different generation, and I love money, but I don't chase. I don't go crazy over money. Meaning, I know that I want to live a certain lifestyle. I know where I'm coming from. I know where I want my family to be. I know what type of lifestyle I want my mom to live. And in order for me to do that, I have to make sure that I grind. I have to make sure that I invest, right? And I was fortunate enough to have uncles and aunties and persons of society who are into business and investments who taught me that you have to let your money work for you. So at the early stage in my career of entertainment, I was able to flip my money. I was able to flip my profit and invested in different type of business. So I don't,
Fantastic.
I don't just throw events, but I own a bar, and I'm looking to open other different business ventures because I understand that in order for me to live and maintain the type of lifestyle that I want to, I have to have different source of income.
That's why brick upon brick.
Brick
I get the brick upon brick. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I make his mantra. My mantra might be like, make your money work for you.
Exactly.
Money work for you.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Love it. Love it.
But let me ask you this, H. Wright. What kind of support do young people need today to get where you are? Luckily you found, I'm not sure where you got your influences from, who your mentors were, but what kind of support do young people really need?
Well, I can tell you this. No, I got some of my biggest support came from your brother, because as you know, I am very close to Chaz, which is your nephew.
Yeah.
And growing up, he always used to talk to us about money and how we spend money, and we just want to party and we need to save. We need to, put our money to good use. And
that's wonderful.
So starting out, I got some of my biggest inspiration and money from him.
Awesome.
So I think
we have a nickname for him, which we won't say here.
Ask him what the nickname is.
He gave himself the name, right?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Mento.
There you go and say
Mentor.
it. Money Man Mentor.
He gave
it to him.
Money Man Mentor.
Did he share that with you guys? Money Man Mentor? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, man.
I know it all. Funny.
I know it all. Right? So what I think, though, I think there's a lot of young people who may not have had the type of opportunities that I had.
Oh, there, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Yeah, and so a lot of kids just don't have the knowledge, the education as to how to make money, much less to manage money.
And
so I think we need to So I think that what young people need is the education, and we need to get back in these schools and have real life conversations with these young people, because nobody's doing it. And most of the parents don't even know themselves. So,
that's why we're doing the YOLO Youth Summit.
Yeah,
and that's the reason why I believe in it. I definitely believe in this program, and I think that it will work. I am definitely on board, and I can't wait to start the journey. I'm telling you.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
you're on the journey. You're on the journey.
Because I know I can tell you straight
wonderful.
up. I know where I'm coming from, right? And I'm not coming from a place where I was born with a gold spoon in my mouth. I'm coming from a place where there was no spoon.
No spoon.
There was no spoon. Single parent home, and we had to fight. And like I said, man, God blessed me with a talent. I am a people's person. I am very good at entertainment, and I was able to get in, and I was able to the small profit that I made. I didn't go spend it. I didn't go look for the girls. I invested that.
That will come later.
Now. You expect us to believe that?
That will come later. I believe you.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
I'm telling you. I invested that. And that's how I'm able to open these.
Not even a little bit, H. Wright? Come on.
Of course, man. Of course, I mean, all work and no play.
You're trying to tell me.
He said the girls. Maybe it's the girls.
So you set your priorities and your goals right. That's what you're saying.
Awesome.
Yeah, because the girls want what I want, which is money.
Exactly. I love it.
This is you probably make your mother so proud.
No, she is.
But Joanne, we're gonna come back to you. Tell us, you've been out there. You know, from what I gather from your conversations on ABS, you've had your grind. You've tried a couple of things in terms of entertainment, acting. That's what I gather from your conversations. And I think that is
Yes.
great. So, and I would imagine you started doing this at a much younger age. And given that experience, and here you are today,
Yes.
what advice, what do young people need?
I'm still
What kind of
here.
support do they need, right, to help manage their financial matters?
I think honestly, I look at it and it was just lack of information. So okay, this is perfect. This is like one of the things I learned that I do want to give to parents of children. Let's stop making it about university and college, but making it about finding your passion and doing the actual work towards it. So, for
Yes.
example, say you have a child like me, unfortunately, they're artistic. We all know there's no money in that. Let's just be honest, right? So get that child to understand that there's more to arts than just the performance or just like the finished project, right? That there's also the back end, right? So if I could do it all over again, at 16, I would have started volunteering at a TV station, right? I would have tried to get an internship. I would have learned all the tools to become an independent editor, filmmaker, producer, right? And if I had had that time to do it at that time, when I was still lucky enough to be in my mother's good graces and still cute enough to live rent-free, then I would have been able to acquire the skills by literally 19 that would have made me extremely, what's the word? Extremely attractive to a TV station to hire.
Right.
And so then I would have started making income. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, because even my mom was smart enough to know that I'm not a school person. She was like, why do you want to go to university? But she didn't know how to guide me. And I was like,
Yes.
I don't know. It's what everybody does. So I
And
literally
she
got
probably
myself
didn't
into
know
terrible debt.
alternatives.
Exactly. We had lack of information.
Yes.
And whenever I look at my life, my major regrets are lack of information and lack of education and lack of just ignorance, right? So
Yes.
she and I were ignorant to what we could have done because I was just like, I don't know. I like to talk. You know what I mean? Like if you were someone like me and
So
you like to
channel
talk,
that,
how do you make money?
Channel that.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to make money with talking.
Yes.
We didn't have social media back then. So
Right.
I should have, looking back now, if you were a parent, encourage your child to put in the hours towards what they love. They love to act. They love to talk. Okay, fine. Not to say you're making it unfun for them or making it dry, but look at the sphere of that industry that they love and get them into something concrete in that industry. So for me, it was always like, I like my friend and I, we talked about that, where she and I were both like on the subway by ourselves going to the auditions, but not knowing the business side of an audition. I would show up to auditions thinking that my wit and my humor would get me through. Meanwhile, I'm going to auditions with girls who look like supermodels.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, I really didn't know what the assignment was. You know, those memes where it's like, sis knew the assignment. Poor little 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old. Gosh, I wasted a lot of time and opportunities. Poor little 22-year-old me did not know what the assignment was.
And you know what, Joanne?
Yeah.
That's you said the key word that I was just going to say, opportunities, which is
Yes.
why we're talking about, we want to transform YOLO.
Exactly.
Into youth, opportunities, lessons, and outcomes.
Yes.
What you have just said, we could bottle that and promote this conference because that's exactly what it is. The information, the opportunities.
My book will be Avoid
lessons.
the 1,000 Mistakes I Made by Joanne Tung. That's my book. Just avoid every mistake I made.
No,
do not do that.
Let's get it started.
So folks,
avoid this mistake.
This is just so exciting, and I am so sorry. I actually do have to leave.
Oh no!
I know, but my sister, she's gonna take over. But I just love what I'm hearing. We couldn't have picked
Two better people.
Two better people.
I'm
So
telling
just
you.
Unfortunately, I do
the
suffer
YOLO.
from TMI, and I will be overly honest and overly loquacious with people in telling them what to do and what not to do.
But that's who you are. That's who
That's
you
all
are,
right.
and that's your
So-
brand.
So you guys
It-
continue. I just have to do some family matters.
Megan,
So
are we going to get Nicholas to read the comments?
yes.
Let's try to get him to put
Yes.
get the comments up. Maybe we'll get Joanne
Yes.
to read them. That's
Actually,
that's what
let's
she
get
does.
Joanne
Where do
to
I
read
go?
them. No, the comments aren't there yet. Oh, there is a comment actually. There's
Okay,
already
so
a
let's get the
comment.
comment up.
So I'm gonna head out, but Nicholas, you can bring up the comments.
Yes.
It's
So
from our
Joanne,
favorite
let's get the
person.
comments.
Can you read that?
Oh,
Joanne?
me?
Yes.
Is
Go
go,
right
boy,
ahead.
go. I hope you are still in touch with the money man.
And this is from Miriam Samuel.
Miriam Samuel. Yes.
And that's our mom.
On YouTube, it looks like.
So
Yeah.
she knows H, right?
Yeah, she knows me.
Of
Oh
course.
wow.
Yeah, of
Everyone
course.
knows H, right, except me.
Yeah, she
Really?
knows.
So guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Take
We
care.
will catch
I
up.
mean,
Yes.
I'm going to be
Bye.
moving. We're going to be en route.
Do your thing. That's the that is the beauty of technology. So H, right.
Uh-huh.
Another question I have for you. This show is called Likkle, Byte Ideas. And one
Mhm.
question we ask everyone that comes here, what
Mhm.
is your Likkle idea? And we're talking about youth and finance. What would you like to propose? What's your Likkle idea?
My little idea. I have so much. I have
We'll
so
take
much.
one for now.
When it comes to finance, right?
Uh-huh.
My little idea is, oh my God, this is for me, work in silence.
Work in silence.
Work in silence.
Wow, that's very, very.
I think that is one of the most powerful, one of my most powerful little ideas. I'm telling
Tell
you
us why. Tell us why.
because once you start to make noise and you start to tell people your ideas and the things that you want to accomplish, all of a sudden sometimes you don't know the heart of mankind. You don't know what their mentality is. So once you start telling
Yes.
people every little ins and out about your venture, you don't know if they're genuinely happy for you or they're rooting for you. You find things start to slow up, things start to go type of way, and I tend to work in silence and work smart, work hard, accomplish the goal, and once
And
the goal,
stay focused.
stay focused.
That's what I was
And-
thinking about.
Yeah,
When you said work in silence,
Yeah.
sometimes you need, I work from home, and sometimes you need to put on a little television, a little radio to break the monotony and to stimulate you.
Yeah.
But there are times when I have to turn it all off. If I start listening to Voice of the People or watching ABS in the morning or something, it's going to break my focus. Something that should take me an hour can take me 2 hours.
Yep. So that's me. I work in silence, man, and I stay locked in, and I do what I gotta do. That's my lick.
Minimize the distractions.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's me.
Yep. I think Joanne is still sorting herself out, so we'll continue talking till I think she is on her way. But tell me, H. Wright, why should people attend the YOLO, the virtual YOLO summit? I guess you've had a chance to see the classes we're offering.
Yes.
I'll just go through a few of them. For example, big one, the connection between music and money, cryptocurrency. Young people need to, setting up NFTs and what have you.
Yep.
We're also going to look at art and creativity, how that affects your finances, looking at, persons like yourself who set up businesses, some of the things that they have to be concerned about.
Yep.
There's also a big move towards social entrepreneurship. People out there, they are entrepreneurs, but they're really focused on doing good and making our society a better place. And sustainability, the environment, and then of course sports. Another big area that we think people, Antigua has quite a bit of athletes We have a few athletes who are going to be giving us messages. There's going to be a whole section about athletes because, as Joanne pointed out, we want to make sure that we look at some of the alternative routes.
Yep.
There's a system, there's a curriculum in place for young people who want to go the traditional route.
Mm-hmm.
And so for people who choose an alternative route, there's not a lot of guidance, which is why we have 2 tracks. We have topics if you want to pursue a traditional career track. We have topics that address that. But then for the people like you who have known and probably always knew that you wanted to be an entrepreneur, we have some courses, some presentations that are targeted to that kind of mindset because they're 2 totally different mindsets. So that was a mouthful. You tell me, based on what you've seen, why should young people attend or register for the YOLO, the virtual YOLO summit?
Just judging from what I've seen and what I've heard, and I speak. This is just my truth and what I think about the program. I think it's definitely going to be a life changer for many people. Why I say that is because growing up, I never had a program to attend that actually teach me about money management, the importance of investment and savings and all of that. I never had it. So I think young people should definitely take part in this program if we want to see a better tomorrow. We want to see, young Black people knowing how to manage their monies, knowing when to, knowing how to invest, just all things money management. I definitely believe in the program. I can't expand on it much more, but I do know it has the potential to be a life changer for many, and I think young people should take advantage of this opportunity.
Here's a comment. Do you want to take that comment?
Great session. I was here trying to encourage all the young people to take money matters seriously too. I remember you from basketball.
All right. All right. One of your fans is here.
So basically, I would always tell young people, you have to have a balance, right? Because, you're hearing it from a young person mode.
Yes.
Life comes with a lot of distraction. And once you start making money or the public think that you're making money, all of a sudden, all the attention is on you.
Yes.
The women all of a sudden start to flock in numbers, right?
I can imagine.
You don't want to eat at home anymore. You want to go to all of the fancy restaurants. You want to do all the nice things. You don't want to wear certain
You're
shoes
invited
anymore.
to every fete for free.
Yeah, every fete for free, and you're doing this and you're doing that. So basically, what you have to do for me, I always tell young people, man, just have a balance, because I have a balance. I'm a very hard and smart working man, and I know how to spend. So I would say, okay, these are the fetes that I'm going to for the fete season, right? I am going to shop. I need to get some clothes. I am going to buy enough that will last me for the rest of the year.
And mix and match.
Mix and match, and that's just how I do it. So for me, my biggest message to young people when it comes to money is having a balance, knowing where, when, and how to spend that money. Because you have to hold on to that money for as long as you can,
Yes, yes.
Because money is something that it take a while to get in the pocket.
Yes.
And as soon as they reach, it gone.
Oh, gone. Gone.
So we just have to know what we're doing.
What's next for H. Wright? I mean, you're clearly an inspiring, motivated young man. I've heard so many great things about you, and I can see. I can see your drive. I can see your motivation. I can see your intuitiveness. What is H. Wright going to be doing at age 40?
Well, for me right now, I tell you what's next for me. I definitely want to connect with the young people again, and hence the reason why I'm so happy to be a part of this program.
Yes,
I'm going to be getting the opportunity to speak with young people, and that's something that I love to do. I definitely enjoy, listening to them, sharing some ideas with them, and encouraging them to know that everything that they want to accomplish, they can accomplish it. It comes with work, right? Once
Absolutely.
you speak it, you believe it, and you work towards it, you can achieve it, right? So,
Absolutely.
next for me is just getting back on the grounds, man, and start doing, because I have these programs that I do, the Big Brother programs, where I usually go into the schools and interact with these kids, right? Um, and it's just to keep on learning, keep on growing, trying to be the best version of myself every day, and keep on investing, keep on, looking at business ideas and investing in this business idea once it makes sense to me, and just continue to grow. That's what's next to
Fantastic.
me. At the age of 40, to be honest, I don't see myself. I see myself doing traveling, have my family, um, and continuing the work that God placed me on earth to do, which is to continue to inspire people.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic. We want to say to all of our listeners, if you are a youth between the ages of 15 and 35, please go sign up. Go to our uh, website. It's on the homepage, samuelfieldsconsulting.com. You see register here. It takes you straight to the registration. If you're not in that age category, but you have nieces, nephews, friends, church members, people that you influence, godchildren, please encourage them to register for this not to be missed event, which will
Yep.
focus on youth and finance and
Yep.
helping to plot a roadmap for
Hmm.
young people to plan a better financial future.
Which will change a lot of lives, because when you look in our community, man, when you look at especially black people, we're struggling in that financial department,
Yes, we are.
because we don't have the education, we don't have the knowledge, right?
It's not a
uh,
part of our culture. There are other
it's not.
cultures. I don't want to name any, but there are other cultures where it comes with the territory. The
Yep.
way the parents live, the way they communicate.
Yep.
They start bank accounts. They have them start certain activities at a very young age,
Yep.
and the parents constantly involve them
Hmm.
in their decision making. They know about the bills. They know what their parents' mortgages are. They
Yep.
know how long it's going to take for the parents to pay it off. Whereas we
Hmm.
came from a society where children should not know about
No.
their finances.
Yep.
So
We
it's a
need to
huge
break that.
difference culturally.
We need to break that.
Yes,
We need to break
for
that. So,
sure.
so I
For
think
sure.
all young persons should take advantage of this opportunity, and learn as much as they can, so that we can
Yes.
see a better tomorrow. And I will definitely be doing my work on my social media platforms, just encouraging my followers to take part in this venture, because I really do believe in it. And once I believe in something, I go hard for it.
Yep. I think Joyanne is back. And once she's, can you hear us, Joyanne?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
I
great.
don't know if you can hear me though. Okay, you
Yes,
can.
I can hear you very well, loud and
Okay,
clear.
excellent.
So
Okay,
we have a
fantastic.
couple of questions for you. What is your
Okay.
Likkle idea? Of course, the show is called Likkle Byte Ideas, and we love to get the
Yes.
ideas of our guests. What
Yes.
is a Likkle idea that you'd like to share about youth and finance?
I think too young is not the answer. I think as soon as a child is, understanding the differences between, red, blue, and yellow, then you can start teaching them about money. And as soon as they start counting 2, 4, because even now, like a little example is, I obviously we love our family, and I have a cousin who is a gorgeous young woman, very young lady. She's only 13, but already she has an idea about money. But I'm noticing that it might be a little bit skewed. Where, for example, she's like, "Oh, you're being cheap. Why won't you spend $500?" And I'm just like, "Oh, you don't know how much $500 is, and that
Yes.
if my rent is 1,200 and I make 2,000, I am only left with 800."
Yep. No, it's very
Value of
important.
every dollar,
Hmm.
right? So I think teach them way before 13. because I'm worried that that might be a rude awakening for her one day when she
Yes.
realizes that, oh shoot, rent is due, but I spent 500 on, but I spent money on something else. You know what I mean? Where you needed that for your rent and your groceries,
Yep.
etc.
My daughters, before they went to college.
So
Yeah, my daughters before they went to college,
I
a friend
think
of mine encouraged me and said, "Oh, I think Joanne, she can't. She's going in and out."
Yeah, she has bad connection right now.
Yes, but I was saying my daughters. Do you know Jen and Gabby? They've
Me?
been gone for a little while. Yeah,
No,
my
no,
daughters. They lived in
no.
Antigua. Chaz's cousins, the twins. They're a little
I've
younger
heard
than you
of them.
guys.
I've never met them before, but I've heard of them.
Yes. So before they went to college, a friend of mine, they're turning 19, and I think when they were around 15, a friend of mine said, "Do they have an ATM card?" And I'm like, "Why the heck would I give them an ATM card?" And he said to me, they're going to leave home soon. They're going to go to college. You have to get them used to balancing their money at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Right. And I said, you know what? I took them straight to the bank because they were too young to open a bank account on their own. I started it. They got their card. The first month, oh Lord, the card lost. Must be every other week the card was lost. Right. And then so I was, they were going back to the bank, taking their passport, because after a while I was like, I'm not coming with you. So they lost the card. So getting used to having a wallet and having the card with them when they needed it was something they had to get used to.
Yeah.
And then once they started doing little odd jobs and working and what have you, they had a bank account that they could deposit it to. And so now going to college, they're in college. They've had a few years of experience in managing their money. If you spend it on food, you can't come back and ask me for money to go to the city, for transportation. So it's really, really, I hadn't thought about it. And I really am grateful that my friend kind of said, because he had two daughters and had gone through the process and said, you need to get them an ATM card so they can understand how it works.
Yeah.
And now, it's a stage where when they come home and we go shopping, they're saying to the people, do you take Apple Pay? And I'm like, Apple Pay? Do you take Apple Pay? And of course I can't have my kids have Apple Pay and I don't have Apple Pay. So, they've mastered it to the point where they're used to all the modern ways, the modern transactions. And it's something I think, you may not have Apple Pay and these things in Antigua yet, but these are all life lessons that we have to get our children geared up for. They have to be able to operate in a first world when they go away to college. It's definitely a part of the process. But Joanne, you're back, and you were talking about your 13-year-old cousin.
a little concerned, a little worried, but yeah. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know.
We can hear
Clearly.
you.
Okay, you can hear me. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So I don't know what the last thing I was saying, but yeah, just basically teaching them to understand that obviously money is not a bad thing. It's just that it is a tool and it is something that is not infinite. It is finite. And if you do have maybe infinite dreams, then you need to do the research and the actual behind the scenes work to achieve that. So if you, for example, again, the example, if you want to be an artist, then also learn how to be a business person that owns an art gallery, learn how to curate, learn how to sell it. You learn how to produce canvases en masse. If you are someone who will want to buy all the most amazing fashions, then maybe also learn how to be a designer and make your own things and fix them and alter them. So it is a matter of, I guess, learning from the ground up and also understanding that money is an amazing tool. So learn how to invest. If you have $50, is there a way that you can, put that into an account that gets you $100? Do the research, that type of thing. So rather than thinking that money is this thing that everybody just has lots of, and why not buy that for $500? No, it doesn't work like that. So.
It's so interesting. We had some some teenagers on a few weeks ago, and this young man, he actually throws a box. I was in utter shock. He throws a weekly box.
Yeah.
The box is $40, and he's about 20. So he splits the box hand with his sister, right? And I was just taken aback. He actually throws a box, but then in talking to his mother, we found out not only does he throw the box, he holds the box. He is the box holder. So we had the parents come on for Mother's Day in a second episode, and the mother said she came from a culture of box throwing. His grandparents, by the time he was born, his grandmother was advanced in age, but he comes from a culture of throwing box. So
I believe in the box.
Yeah. So it's, a lot of the lessons, and this is why, again, YOLO is about the lessons. What are some of the lessons that our parents have handed down to us, which we in turn can hand down to our children, our relatives, without us even recognizing that we're doing so? It's our actions. So again, these are some of the issues that we really want to zero in on during the summit, so that this is going to be not just a talk shop, but hands-on education where people learn practical skills, practical tools, case studies. They hear from people who will definitely, reshape their minds and how they think about money. So we're bringing someone in who's going to talk about cryptocurrency. How can you start an NFT? And we're actually looking at, hotels in Antigua, hospitality is our thing. How can we get some of our services, converted to NFTs? So we want to bring some very practical. We're going to be talking about sports. We're going to be talking about art and creativity. We're going to be talking about social entrepreneurship, younger people, their minds. There's so many opportunities. And so we want this to be this will be, I should say, a summit where we focus on persons who have that career mindset, and then for others who have the entrepreneurial mindset, how we can get you the tools that you need and get you on the path that's best suited for you.
Yep.
I want to thank you guys for coming on. Before we leave, any parting words? H. Wright, we're going to be talking to you. I know you're going to be on the road promoting this, but what are your parting words before we leave here this evening?
Now, before I leave, I just want people to look at me and tell how excited I am about this. And
that's so great.
Just know that they're going to be hearing from me. And I just want, man, for every young person to really take advantage of this opportunity. I am a living testimony. I am nowhere close to where I want to be, but man, just understanding how to manage my finance, it has changed my life in so many different ways. And I wish for every person to have this opportunity, because I'm telling you, it will just ease the weight off your shoulder, man. It's just a different feeling. So my parting words is, every person that is hearing the sound of my voice right now, I need you to go and register and take advantage of this opportunity.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the shout out. And again, you can register at samuelfieldsconsulting.com. It's on the homepage. You go on, you hit register here, and it takes you directly to the conference, asks you for some basic information, and you're in. Joanne, we're going to come to you in a minute to get your parting words. But I also want to give the persons an idea as to how the conference is set up. It's virtual. So when you come in, there's going to be a virtual exhibit hall, which we're calling our innovative incubator. So persons like you, H. Wright, will have a booth, and persons can interact with you virtually, asking questions. You have a chance to do a demo and engage people and share the products and services that you offer.
Yep.
We know that younger people speak a digital language, so we think this is going to be great. And so you upload your resources. There's a live chat. there's a video chat, and it's like having meetings with all of these vendors so you can learn more about the products and services, their strategies. We think it's going to be great because in a few years, that's how younger people are going to communicate. You already do it. My daughters, instead of going and talking to each other, they're calling each other from their bedroom. I mean, it's just, they're texting and, from across the way. So there is going to be the Innovative Incubator. And so far, we have about 25 businesses. We think we're going to take it to about maybe 50. That's our goal, 50 businesses. So if there are young persons out there who you want to showcase your ideas, your products, your services, definitely reach out to H. Wright or come to our website as well, and you can register. Then we have the Youth Ideas Lab. That's where all of the presentations will be like an auditorium style. And again, we will have 2 tracks. We have persons who are interested in a career track versus those who are interested in entrepreneurship. And then we have a networking lounge where, again, you can network with your peers, with the presenters, and begin to explore ideas and learn more about the finances in a peer communication kind of setting. So the conference is open from 10 a.m. on Sunday to 7 p.m. We know it's Whit Sunday. It's a big party day, and we're already hearing from some people, even some of the innovators, that they cannot make it. They have a day fete, an afternoon fete, an evening fete. The good thing is with virtuality, we don't always have to do it in real time. So there will be opportunities. If you cannot make it between 10 and 7, there will be an opportunity for a replay and for you to go back and listen to some of these sessions. And again, this is the world in which we work. So I invite everyone to sign up. And before we leave, we are coming back to the effervescent Joanne Tung to give us her parting words.
Yeah, definitely. If it's free 99 and it's education, do not say no. It's just take the opportunity and just be thankful that with knowledge and education that you can avoid the very hard life lessons that some of us have learned, and that definitely sometimes, I get it, it can be boring or it can be seeming to be condescending, but genuinely speaking, we have your best interests in mind, and we're trying to help you avoid, some of the uncomfortableness and discomfort that maybe we have witnessed or experienced ourselves. So you're lucky to have this opportunity and to be free. So definitely take it. It's free 99. If it's for free, then it's for me. If you have to pay, say no way. So that might be my other mantra. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. I think we lost H. Wright, but he was phenomenal as well. We want to thank you guys so much for being a part of the YOLO Summit, but also taking the time to help us promote this today. We will be in touch, and spread the word. Go to our YouTube channel, Samuel Fields Consulting. If you missed this broadcast or portions of it, you can listen to it. It's being live streamed there. We encourage you to like, share, subscribe, and definitely we want to get our viewership up where people can really learn from some of this great information. Joanne, it's been a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. H. Wright, I think you dropped out, but we want to thank you as well. And we will be in touch. And to everyone who joined us here today, thank you so much for spending an hour with us. See you at the Youth Summit on June 5th. If you're not a youth, you probably know someone who is. So please share the information. Fantastic. Well, to our technician, Nicholas, we're over and out. Another edition of Likkle Byte Ideas. We'll see you back next week where we speak to some of our presenters so you can hear more about the event. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Good night, so long, farewell. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.